Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. We've got an absolutely electrifying game for you today. It's time for Wheel of Fortune. Let's give a huge round of applause for our amazing hosts, Pat Sajak and Vanna White. They're ready to guide us through another night of spins, solves, and big wins. Tonight, we have three fantastic contestants, each hoping to walk away with a life-changing amount of money. Let's meet them. First up, we have Jessica from sunny San Diego, California. Jessica is a marine biologist who loves scuba diving and says she's been practicing her puzzle-solving skills since she was a kid. Next to her is Michael, a high school history teacher from Chicago, Illinois. Michael is a huge sports fan and hopes to use his winnings to take his family on a trip to Europe. And rounding out our group is Sarah, a graphic designer from Austin, Texas. Sarah loves to paint in her free time and says her secret weapon is her ability to stay calm under pressure. What a great group. They all look ready to play. The first toss-up puzzle is on the board. Category is thing. The letters are appearing one by one, and Michael buzzes in. He solves it. A stroke of genius. That's it. Michael, you've just won $1,000 and the right to spin the wheel first. Let's get this game started. The first puzzle of our main game is on the board. The category is same name. Michael, the wheel is yours. Gives it a powerful spin. It's slowing down. Click, click, click. And it lands on $500. Michael, give us a letter. Calls for a T. Vanna, are there any T's? Yes, there are 3 T's up there. That's $1,500 right off the bat. Michael decides to spin again. The wheel is turning, and it lands on $700. He'd like to buy a vowel. He buys an E. And yes, there are 2 E's in the puzzle. His total's growing. Michael's on a roll, but he decides to spin again. This time it's a big one. It's heading for the $2,500 space, and it lands right on it. Calls for an R. Vanna, show us the R's. Wow, 2 more. It's another $5,000. Michael is racking up the cash. He looks confident. He says he'd like to solve. For over $7,000. What is it, Michael? He solves. Peter and Cottontail Rabbit. That is absolutely correct. A fantastic start to the game. Michael, you are leading with a hefty sum. We'll be right back with our next round after this break. Welcome back. We're moving on to our second round. Categories before and after Sarah. It's your turn to start us off. She gives the wheel a gentle spin. It's stopping on $650. Vanna calls for an S. Vanna, let's see those S's. There are 2 of them. It's $1,300 for Sarah. She spins again, a bit more confidently this time. It lands on the lose a turn wedge. Well, that's tough luck, Sarah. Your turn is over, but you'll be back. Jessica, it's your first spin of the night. She gives it a good, strong pull. The wheel is spinning, and it lands on a wild card. She picks it up. That could be very useful later. She calls for an N. Yes, there are 3 N's. She's on the board. She decides to spin again. It's coming around too. Oh no, the bankrupt wedge. Jessica, you lose your turn in the wild card. That's the way the wheel goes sometimes. Michael, the control is back with you. You're already in the lead. What's your next move? He spins, and it lands on $800. Calls for a D. There is 1 D. He spins again. It lands on the free play wedge. He gets to call a letter for free. He calls for an O. Yes, there are 2 O's. He doesn't have to pay for them. He thinks for a moment and decides to solve. Michael solves the puzzle. Happy-go-lucky charm. Correct again. Michael, you are on fire tonight. Your lead just keeps growing. It's time for our mystery round. Remember, there's a $10,000 prize hidden under one of these mystery wedges. The category is food and drink. Jessica, you get to start this round. Let's hope for better luck this time. She spins the wheel, and it lands on $700. She calls for a C. There are 2 C's. $1,400 for you, Jessica. She spins again. It's heading for a mystery wedge. She lands on it. Now, the big decision. Does she risk her $1,400 for what's underneath? The crowd is cheering her on. She says, I'll flip it. Let's see what's on the other side. It's the $10,000. Unbelievable. The audience is going wild. Jessica just won $10,000. She still has control of the wheel. She calls for an H. Yes, there's one H. She buys an A. There are 3 A's. Her total is now over $11,000. She looks like she knows it. She says she'd like to solve. For a massive payday, Jessica solves. Chocolate lava cake. That's it. Jessica, you've just vaulted into the lead. What a comeback. We're back. And it's time for our final toss-up puzzle before we head to the bonus round. The category is in the kitchen. The letters are popping up. It's a tricky one. And Sarah buzzes in. She solves it. Measuring spoon. That's correct. All right. Sarah, you've added $3,000 to your total. And that sound means it's time for our final spin. Pat will give the wheel one last spin and will play for the value he lands on. He spins the wheel. It's slowing down and lands on $600. So, consonants will be worth $600 and vowels are free. The category is What Are You Doing? Sarah, you have control. She calls it G. Yes, 1 G. Michael, your turn. Calls an N. 2 N's. Jessica, your turn. She calls an R. No R's. Back to Sarah. She calls a T. Yes, 2 T's. Michael, you're up. He calls a P. 1 P. Jessica, back to you. She calls an L. No L's. Sarah, you have a good amount of the puzzle filled in. She thinks for a moment. She says, I'd like to solve. The puzzle is planning a surprise party. That is correct. Sarah, you've had a great final round, but it's Jessica who is our big winner tonight and is heading to the bonus round. What a game. Jessica, congratulations. You've had an incredible game, and now you have a chance to win even more. You're spinning the bonus wheel. Give it a big spin. Round and around it goes, and it lands on the A in Americas. Let's see what you're playing for. The category is phrase. It's a tough one. As always, you get RSTLNE Vanna. Let's see what those letters give us. Okay, a few letters pop up. Now, Jessica, you get to choose 3 more consonants and 1 more vowel. She chooses P, D, C, and A. Let's see if that helps. A couple more letters appear. You have 10 seconds to solve this puzzle. The clock starts now. She's thinking hard. Justin, the ... time is up. Oh, so close. The answer was just in the nick of time. Let's see what you missed out on. Pat opens the envelope. It was the $35,000. Okay. A tough break, but Jessica, you are not leaving empty-handed. You are leaving us tonight with over $23,000 in cash. Congratulations. Congratulations to Michael and Sarah as well. You all played a wonderful game. That's all the time we have for tonight. We'll see you next time on Wheel of Fortune. Thanks for watching.